Inspiration. Bean from the bag. Muahahahahaha.
welcome to Chaotic Calling. My name is Starwind. We're gonna play some D&D, hopefully tonight. Otherwise, we're gonna be playing Dixper. That's what we're gonna be playing. Apparently, I already have Dixper cards to honor, and you guys go ahead and just say hello real quick. No, let's try it again. Say hello again.
Hi.
Hello.
There we go. Okay.
Hello.
Hello there.
There we go.
Fireball.
See, this is how we do sound checks now. Anyway, Fireball. Yeah, let's go. So everybody's been busy getting their Dixper set up. And let's see, we got inspiration to Kunai. We got a bag of beans for Scar. I think that's everything, right? Yeah. So there we go. So it's been a hot moment
Gold
last
for
week.
levels.
Okay. Did you interrupt me, Sleepless? You can get gold for levels for Fizz. Fizz, you got 20 gold, right? So
Thank you.
Fizz gets
You
some
trying
pocket.
You trying to bribe me there?
No, I can give it to everyone.
All right, so here's the thing. Like, we've been gone for a week because last Monday, T-Mobile was working on the tower and decided, hey, this is a great time to work on it. So
And I lost my ratty baby.
well, somatics, okay.
Hey, it was remembrance, you said. So.
But yeah, well, basically,
Lots of kills today.
Any rate, we're going to get into today's session. So like, we're going to try to regroup everybody, and audience willing, Dixper willing, we can actually achieve that. From what I recall, might be a little backtracking a little bit too, because I can't remember if you guys actually went back to the base and we ended it there, or if you were out shopping still. So that's a little bit on me for not checking up on that information, but maybe we could retcon a little.
I remember going back to base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I said maybe we can retcon a little. Because the scenario I'm thinking about getting everybody back together is pretty simple and would fix everything, and we could try to be friendly again. So, because Fizz wasn't here the week before because of his own situations that kept him from being there, we are going to kind of like figure out how Kipper and Fizz were spending their time after dropping off the crew that, just unlucky as people to be around. From what I understand, Kipper found a better place to hide the sub, and Fizz and Kipper made their way into Timor Kingdom through normal means, like walking in, and probably realized they need to get supplies as well, and probably prepare for a land trip. Maybe you guys did go back to base, and let's just say in order to celebrate you being back home, you guys decided to go out and eat or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll make everything flow easy. So Fizz, you and Kipper have like set up here. You guys are halfway done with a meal. If you want a beer or a drink or ale, Kipper says it's on me. You're gonna be the biggest asset I have around here. You're the only one I could trust with this mission.
No. I think the feeling's a little mutual. I mean, I don't know. This adventuring thing is much more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't expecting all this so far. I just wanted to tinker and learn some new things.
I think those people were cursed. So maybe our luck will change if we're not around them as much. And about that time, you guys all kind of like stroll into the tavern to get your drinks and stuff and celebrate.
Speaking of cursed, did I ever get healed, or am I still cursed?
No, we fixed that, remember?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it better. Yeah.
We went to the Kazuya temple at the end of that episode. I remember that one.
All right.
Yeah. Remember you made a donation?
Oh yeah, that's.
So probably a good thing Sleepless did give you 20 gold. So yeah, you guys enter into the tavern. And I don't know, Kipper's chewing down some half-eaten squid. And then his face is just... Yeah, he turns, noticing everybody coming in, and he's got like that squid sticking out of his mouth and just glaring eye.
Oh my goodness, it's so nice to see you again, Kipper.
A long time no see.
He just turns his head and just nibble. Ask 3, Gross, do you want to enter into the bar?
No,
Well, what do you want to do?
I'm waiting. Outside.
Well,
I open.
I order of grog and I go sit next to Skipper.
I open the door and say, Astri, our good friend Kipper is here.
Oh, really? Good friend, you say?
Well,
Croc, go
isn't
ahead and
it?
decide quick.
Isn't it great to see you all again? Hopefully you've been to a temple to get rid of the curses that are coming around with you.
Been to a temple, don't know if it's removed.
Yeah.
Well, your bird friend
I
doesn't
can
seem to be
hear
squawking
again.
anymore. Trip target, who are we tripping?
I can hear
Scar.
again.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
gosh, already.
All of a sudden, Scar falls over into the table, and Kipper shakes his head. It's like, oh, damn it, they're still cursed.
So,
Hey.
Fizz will kind of speak up and I'll go, I'm glad you all are alive, and I'm sorry for kind of my actions with everything, you know, mummy and the curse and the dying and the coming back and the and then the bullet and all that. I couldn't take it. I don't know if I'm built for this, but it's just been a lot, hasn't it?
Oh, yes.
It definitely has been a lot.
I thought we were just gonna go investigate this cool like crash site, and yeah, wow.
Oh no, there's
It's
two
other things to
Astries
do.
here.
And I would put his hand on Fizz's shoulder and say, well, adventuring is hard, my friend.
I just, you know, I just learned how to really be an artificer, like really do that shortly, and I just want to tinker and build stuff, and I wasn't expecting, you know, the real dangerous stuff, but I guess I gotta be better. But I'm working on something, all right? I'm slowly saving gold, and when I can afford it, I can get a gem, and I can make a servant. I can make a homunculus servant, and it can help us.
That's cool.
Help us. So what are you, Rugrats doing anyway?
I'm just gathering supplies for our next adventure, you know?
Oh, it looks like Rock is getting a deck of many things to draw.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Please, big master fireball.
There's the 40K.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Hold on, I gotta reshuffle this. I accidentally did it bad. Alright. Alright, let me slap the card on the table.
And just grab it, or what?
You will in a second. Let me pull up my notepad to
Alright.
get the other information ready. Alrighty, let's flip that card and see what you get.
That's new.
The key.
Oh, you get the keys to the car.
Awesome.
Yep. You get a Towel Master Special. No, hold on, let me see what this actually is. I can't remember if I changed key. I don't think I did. I probably did, though, didn't I? Oh, a rare magic weapon with which you are proficient appears in your hand. What are you proficient with?
Great sword.
Great sword? Holy crap. Alright, let me see if I can find you a rare... Wow. Alright, that was a good one. We need a rare great sword for our rare orc.
Don't. Well, how rare is that one? I know one.
Nope, that ain't gonna work for you, though. Uh... That sounds doable. Let me see one more thing before we say yes to that. Ah, perfect. all of 7 grok. A flame tongue greatsword appears on your back.
Oof.
That one's a nice one.
How do I add that? Or did
You can look it up. You can look it up, or I could throw it on there real quick.
Yeah, I'll have you throw it on. I don't want to mess
Mm-hmm.
it up.
Not a problem. Let me see here. I just drag and drop that for you. And there you go. It's at the
Awesome.
bottom
Wild
there.
magic illusion.
And while we're
Beam
at
from the
it,
bag.
because, you know, playing the game is half the fun, right? All 3 of these are
yeah.
going to fizz. You get wild magic, a beam from the bag, and a draw from the deck of illusions. Why would you give him that?
Rain is just encouraging
Alright,
this.
so
game.
here's the thing. I got my I got these, so we can just roll your wild magic. Here it is. It is that. For the next minute, any flammable object you touch that isn't being warned, carried by another creature, bursts into flames. Uh-oh.
Oh god,
Do
the
I
table.
explode?
So,
Say
like,
fire.
if you... Yeah,
So
so fire.
like my mug that I'm like drinking out of right now, probably.
If it's made out of wood, yeah.
Wood mug. So I'll go to. I guess I'll be like in the middle of drinking my drink, and it just bursts into flame.
Even the alcohol
And
catches fire for a brief second, nearly burns off a beard if you had one.
As that happens, I will spit the alcohol out, right?
Oh, no.
Creating almost like a mist.
Oh, no.
Because
The big
out
old-
of the shock of it happening.
All of a sudden, you turn into a flaming dragon for a moment, and burst of flame just kind of like hovers over the table. Let's see. The wild magic doesn't stop there. We got to give you a card too. 132, please.
One moment.
And then the card burns up because
5.
Didn't know
if-
Fizz could breathe fire.
Right? I thought that only I could do that.
32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 6, 5. Okay, so you got a deck of illusion card of a fire giant.
But great.
I'm sensing a theme tonight, everybody.
Yeah, fire.
lot of
Everything's
fire.
on fire. There's a lot of fire in this shit. I have a feeling we're going to be leaving the city because the whole place is going to catch fire soon. Kipper has stood up, by the way, and stood against the wall, just kind of like making sure he's not on the table, and he pulls his drink away. Is that everything? I think that's everything.
I don't think Kipper's gonna like being around us again
Fireball.
with all this happening.
Okay, look, I know that's a talk-to-speech message.
So immediately after I like spit fire or whatever, I'm gonna like slam the mug down on the table, and I'm gonna push against the table to like push my chair back and try and like get up.
The table catches on fire.
Okay.
Ah! What is?
What are you
I'm
doing?
cursed
The chair
again!
you
I'm
pulled out
cursed!
is also catches on fire. However, it is
I'm,
contained. Just the
I'm
chair and the
cursed.
table.
And
Bloody
I'm
Christ,
gonna,
Fizz,
I'm
stop
gonna start like
touching things.
just running out of the bar.
Oh no!
Push the
Oh,
door
no.
open.
The door burst in flames. Oh no!
Kipper, what did you do to him?
I'll grab
I
this
didn't-
cart here on the way out. But no, I'm just real. Why is everything catching fire? I must be cursed again. No.
Wait, you touched that cart too? Shit, dude, settle down.
No, not our cart. That's the
Are you-
only one we
Are you-
got.
Oh my god, the cart burst into flames. That cart's gone. So is the commenter on it.
I didn't do. No. I would like to heal the commoner back if they died.
No, they're not. They're not technically there. I
Okay.
just thought it was funny that they would be. I don't even know whose cart that is. It's just sitting there. At any
It's
rate,
ours.
Yeah.
It's the one we bought. It's the one we've
Oh.
been using.
Ah! Don't get near me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
all right, lad. Easy now. Easy. Just calm down. Everything will be
Skipper.
fine.
Towel magic. Towel
Yeah,
magic.
I'm telling you, towel magic. It's around here. There's people.
What is going on?
Hell magic.
Yes, I keep telling you there's some towel master that is chasing us, and you guys keep making a mockery out of it.
I mean, can you blame us that you never really heard of it and it sounds really fake?
What do you think this is going on around you? Can you explain it?
I mean, it could be a hag, it could be like a person who has like flame magic, like.
And how many spellcasters do you know
Wild
that just
magic.
makes you start bursting out in flames?
I mean,
For
honestly,
love of God. Kipper's gonna get this? Why? Oh, shit. Okay,
And we're
hold
not
on.
going anywhere today.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere today, guys. I actually prepared a scene. But hey, we'll get there eventually. What did I get?
Come on, this is how we bring the group back together, right?
No. Look. That's what happens. He goes silent and he starts blowing pink bubbles out of his mouth. And you almost can swear you see him mouthing the word towel master. Or it could be the cult of
I
Shell.
look
That is
over-
correct.
Look over at Calypso and I say, maybe he's right about these freaking towel masters. It's so weird.
Your fire catching ends at this point, but this card is gone.
Guess we're walking.
And Kipper, well, if you recall, there was supposed to be a cart prepared for you the next day.
True.
I don't recall you actually having to buy one. But
I thought we bought one to travel with before, so that's why.
that was
But I could
back
be
in
wrong.
That was back in Shandor or something, I believe, to get the Pearl Lance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't bring it with you in the sub. But yeah, Kipper's quiet and blowing out pink bubbles. What would you guys like to do?
Kipper, are you okay?
Towel magic! Towel magic! What is going on? This is freaking the fuck out for sure.
Could also be a curse that's not from towel magic. Yes.
My God. Work with me.
Fizz, calm down now. There is no need to panic or anything.
We'll see.
Actually, there
Okay,
is still
Fizz
a need
is
to
good for so I'm still freaking out, but I'm slowly gonna kind of calm down. What? Kipper, are you okay? Kipper.
But yeah, Kipper's still bursting in bubbles. But Scar, what are you doing at the flaming table?
I'm immune to fire, so I'm just sitting there eating.
You're not immune. You're resistant. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted.
Resistant. Well, yeah.
So you're
Just
just
sitting there
gonna
watching
sit
the
there.
fire.
Do it, DM. He said it.
I mean, if he's just gonna sit in the flames, he thinks he's safe. You take 4 fire damage.
Okay.
Do you
Ow,
remain
that
there
soup is a little
consistently, or what? Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
hot.
I'm gonna step back out of the fire, but I'm gonna stand next to it.
That's fine. I just don't want you at the table while it's catching flames. Silly.
Should probably get some water for the fire.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was going to get to that. I just had to figure out what Scar was doing real quick. Because about this time, the barmaids are all coming over with big old buckets of water trying to put the fire out.
I
They
just
seem
want
to have-
state that it was not me this time.
Yeah, and they all in succession, heave, ho, boom, water, pour, psh. There's black smoke coming from within the tavern. A lot of people just kind of like pay their tab and start to leave. Because this place is reeking of burnt wood. And even the tavern keepers just kind of like coughing their head off and just kind of like gasping for air. Dear Lord, what is this mess? I think the barkeeper here is actually a gnome.
Kipper.
Blip, 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 blip. And another thing those town masters are capable of. Oh, wow, what happened there for a second? I couldn't say anything but blow pink bubbles.
That's interesting to see.
I don't know, but I'm still scared to touch anything.
We should probably get out of town.
Yeah.
On the bright side,
Yeah.
on the bright side, Fizz, we don't have to pay for a meal. And
Yep.
And as quick as my little gnome feet go, I come after you.
yeah. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna follow them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put this on his own like.
Follow.
All right. Well, what about Astri and Grok?
I'll follow.
Oh, no
Okay.
one said anything. He's sitting here.
Wait,
Yeah, well,
that's
everybody
I
just
mean,
walked away.
you're more than welcome to find out what's going on. You know.
The tavern started catching fire, and we went
Oh, I know.
outside. I
I
mean,
was
you
here.
know.
you want a fireball? I mean, you almost got it. So yeah, like Kipper just kind of like heads down a few streets, gets a little bit away from the tavern, and just kind of like leans up against the wall and just mutters to himself. But the rest of you catch up to him. Kind of like turns his head to your group and says, well, there's no telling if any of this mess is going to leave us alone, whether we're apart or together. So I guess if you guys are still in it for the job, I could still use a crew.
most definitely.
Of course.
'Cause I definitely
Chasing
want to.
numbers.
I definitely want to find ammo for this thing, and I pat the object on my hip.
Honestly, when you first left us, I immediately suggested we go find your place and just sit outside your door. I don't think we're all willing here.
Just you three, or
I think the rest of them are coming. They're just slow.
Yes, I think they're just slow.
all right? Well, what are we doing?
So, Kippa, what's our next course of action?
Well, I was going to stay at that tavern until it almost caught flame.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
We do have preparations for tomorrow, so that we might have transportation.
Well, that's another thing I was going to take care of in the morning. You say you got your own transportation?
Haru gave us some transportation for tomorrow.
And what information did you have? Were you planning to go somewhere?
Just about some weird material that might be involved with your spacecraft. And it's been going about.
Yep.
People have been finding it and dismantling it.
Well, I gotta go find another tavern to sleep in tonight. I guess we can do this stuff tomorrow.
How shall we meet?
He just shrugged. He's like, I don't know. I gotta go find a place. I don't know where anything is in this city. I found this tavern, and now I'm out of a place to find.
Meet at the gladiator pits?
Why would I meet you at a gladiator pit?
I'll be there.
Yeah, but I have no interest there.
Brock's gonna walk off. and
There's
look
a
for
magic
tavern and
shop
then
that we can meet at if you wish.
Sorry, Grok, what did you say?
He's gonna walk off and go find a tavern. Go sit at.
Alright.
There is a magic shop we can meet at if you wish.
Yeah, well, I need to go find a place first.
Are any of you from this area, from here, know this place at all?
They should.
I think I do. So I
Yeah,
think
we
isn't
live
there
here,
one?
Fizz.
Isn't there one
Oh.
nearby? Another tavern?
I'm trying to remember, though. I don't think there was ever another one that was... Well, maybe there was, wasn't there? Ah, yes, we can reintroduce that storyline.
There should be another tavern here if I recall correctly.
Alright, give me a second to look up my notes.
It might be smartest if we stay as close together as we can, and you all are from here and you know a place. I would
Inspiration.
much rather not wander around town at night.
Agreed.
Well, depends. What do you want?
Just a place to sleep is all. Safely.
Would it be here? There we go. Actually, I might not even remember what this tavern's name is because it wasn't that significant. Oops.
The
All right.
Unknown Tavern.
Yeah, the Unknown Tavern.
Could lead you to the other tavern. It's less popular, but we can go there. This tavern has gone into burst of flames.
Lead on.
I would lead them to the other tavern on the other side of town.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, this is a big city overall, and you guys would know another haunt around here. And we will call it the Unknown Tavern, because why not? It's a little in between the walls, kind of a quiet place. A lot of scrupulent-looking characters as soon as you enter. Of course, and again, some of you guys might be acquainted with half of them.
Ah, my friends, so nice to see you all again.
I mean,
Hey,
I didn't
you
say
owe me
you were the
money.
best. You owe me money.
We'll just play cards and winner takes all.
All right, so you guys, and this is probably the only other bar that you know about, Grok, that they wind up finding you in.
I wouldn't know of any others that they don't know of.
I mean, I only have so much stuff in my city, man. Nobody explored it this deeply. I mean, we can make something.
Oh, that's all good.
But I'm just trying to figure out why we're splitting the party so deeply. The Broken Tuscan was where we were. And that is a thunderstorm in the background. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard
Sounded
it.
lovely.
Yeah. Oh wait, this is an inn. Alright, well that's different from a tavern. So yeah, you guys can lead Kipper to the Broken Tusk Inn where he can check in and you guys can meet up with him. They have like a run-of-the-mill small bar there that you guys can hang out with. As far as the tavern that you're hanging out, Grok, we'll say that's where you went. It's the Unknown Tavern. The little hideaway where a bunch of alley people kind of meet up, if you get my drift.
Okay.
But everybody else is going to the Broken Tusk Inn or no?
Yep.
I'm gonna locate our friend
Which one?
first. Brock.
Did you keep an eye on him when he left?
I mean, she's very perceptive, so I wouldn't say why not.
I thought she was right next to him when we were walking.
Well, here's the thing. You said you walked off. She communicated with the party while they were still figuring out what they were doing. So, honestly, I don't know if you knew that he walked off or not. I mean, you know...
But she would know the character enough to know that he went to a tavern to probably drink.
Alright, I mean, you
So,
notice he's not
that's
there,
my
so yeah,
argument.
okay, you can go find him. I'm not trying to keep you two apart. If you want to leave, you can leave.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to navigate this. I'm gonna try to navigate our city.
You don't have to
where
make any
I can
checks. You
live.
know where he is.
Alright. And yeah, I'll walk into the bar.
Okay. Well, we'll deal with that scene since you guys been quiet for the first half. What are you guys up to?
Grok,
Yeah?
you know the old man don't like us running off.
He left with the boat.
Not Kipper. I'm talking about our old man.
Oh, that old man. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
He probably knows I'm here.
I mean, yeah,
He knows everything in this city, pretty much.
yes. But, instead, why don't we drink at another tavern or another inn?
Sure, why not?
Did I happen to hear which inn there was going to or no?
See, that's the thing. I don't know when you broke off to keep up with him or when you broke off to have a conversation with the others. That's where my confusion is. So you tell
It
me.
was after I had the conversation with the others.
Then you would not. Though I would say, like, it wouldn't be too hard to go check places and see.
Then we will check on places then.
Alright. Meanwhile, the rest of you wind up with Kipper at a tavern inn, I should say, an inn, where the rooms are ready, and Kipper just goes ahead and takes a room and nurses some ale as it starts to get late. What would you guys like to do?
Take a room with an ale, please. And how much is that going to be?
Kipper pays for it, says don't worry about it. Honestly, you
okay.
don't need a room, to be honest. You live here. Did you forget this is your home city? You can go back to the home base.
Well, yeah, true. Well, an ale, and I'm going to the home base. That's
Yeah.
I was just trying not to split the party anymore.
Oh no, I'm just saying you can hang out here, but this will probably be the meeting grounds. Is that what we're trying to achieve? Like, if you guys want to do some nighttime shenanigans, is basically what I'm opening the door to. We could do that, and then we could step into the next day. Otherwise, you know, it's open to whatever you guys want to do before you go to bed.
Suppose Kunai would leave Kipper, and he say, "Have a good night, Kipper. I'm gonna do some work."
Yeah, whatever. Take care of yourself. See you in the morning.
And I would try to find someone to pickpocket.
You find Fizz. No. And his 20 gold pouch, at least. Yeah, if you're just out on the streets looking for a target, give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. I use a recall.
There are some highfalutin.
Gold for levels.
Oh, somebody's getting gold for levels. Fizz, you get another 20 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I would say like there's a half-drunk nobleman-looking guy dressed up real fine, just kind of like leaning against the tavern wall, preparing for his walk home. We'll say, let's see here. I'm gonna grab Chokin. Here, this can be him. I know it's not a noble, but hey. This guy right here. Seems to be unaware of you. What do you want to do?
Like to sneak up behind him, pickpocket him.
Alright, stealth and sleight of hand.
16.
Think you're hidden?
Okay. Sleight of hand. 16.
Alright, you managed to pilfer something off him. You were expecting gold, perhaps, but you find a satchel that seems to have something inside it.
Okay, I sneak off and go back into the tavern around the corner, and I look what's inside the sack.
Roll me a D100.
Yes, sir.
You do find 2 platinum pieces inside the bottom part of it, but you also find a 1-ounce block made from an unknown material.
I guess I'll go to the blacksmith.
They are closed.
Oh.
Nighttime, remember?
Guess after that I'll go back to the hideout.
Alright. Anybody else? And I'll say Grok and Astery, if you want to find this tavern, you can. Or inn.
Yeah.
I'm not
Does
gonna
Scar
do any...
retreat to his room?
Well, hold on. What was that, Biz?
No, handle that first, and then I'll let you know.
What did you ask me then, Astery?
I said, did Scar go to bed?
No, I'm just sitting in the in our home base drinking at a table.
Okay.
So he's not at the location that I told you. He's somewhere else. So like Kunai and Scar are not at the tavern. You will run into these guys here at this tavern. I mean, you can pop your head in and see who's there, and then decide what you want to do from that if you want. Ask 3, what are we doing? I'm busy! Go away! My goodness. Ask 3, what are you doing?
Handling something right now. Hold on.
Well, can you tell me that so I know not to be waiting for you to say something? What's everybody else doing then? Alright, we're gonna go on break, guys.
Yep.
Be about 10-15 minutes. Stay tuned.
Sorry about it, guys.
All right. Real life problems have been kind of dealt with for now. We're coming back from break. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to get back into it. And I guess the key word is there any nighttime shenanigans you guys want to perform or any conversations you want to have before you guys go in for a long rest? Nope.
I'm good.
I'm good as well.
All right, then Fizz will be paid for as far as room goes if he wants a room here at the tavern. And then the rest of you can retreat back to the hideout. Meet
Yeah, I'm
back
going to the hideout.
All right. Did you need to take care of anything before you take a long rest, or?
No, I don't think so.
All right. I didn't know if like you were looking to have a conversation with Scar or somebody else.